Hello, today we continue to use the super fast reading interface ExPER powered by InSearchIP to read the pattern with a patented Intel to demonstrate how fast this tool can help you to read a pattern fast, accurate, and comfortable. Okay, this is a pattern with a patented Intel. In the first time when we see this pattern, we may think it's very complicated, but using this interface with 3 individual windows to read a pattern, that will be very convenient. Okay, now this is a method of assembly. Of course, it's assembly of semiconductor in relation to semiconductor. Okay, placing assembly probe 100. So we click the reference numeral. We see this drawing, but this drawing does not have very significant meaning, so we click to the next drawing. Okay, now we see it's a probe. Okay, this is a probe 100 is here, and the assembly probe having an end coupling phase 122. Okay, in this drawing we can see this 122. Okay, it may be here, 122 here, this interface. Okay, this interface. Okay, this phase. Okay, and providing a droplet of fluid on the end coupling phase of the assembly probe. We can see this. There's a droplet of fluid on the 122. Okay, so we may guess this is there's some liquid on 122. We can see the next drawing to see the detail. Okay, we may guess there is some liquid on here. Okay, 122 here. Okay, and the coupling an electronic component 2060 to the end coupling phase of the assembly probe with a fluid drop. So we can see there's a 20 electronic component. Okay, electronic component is probe. Okay, 20. We see the next drawing. Alright, so now we can see this 20, the component 20 here. Okay, this probe. So now we can understand this probe is going to coupling the electronic component. Okay, so this 20 is to 122. Okay, and the electronics component having a peripheral dimension very small like this, with a length, width, and height. Okay, placing the electronic component on a substrate with the assembly probe. So this is about to play this component to the substrate, on the substrate. Okay, and then discoupling the electronic component from the end surface, from the end coupling phase. Okay, so it's about, this pattern is about to use this probe to place an electronic component on a substrate and then discoupling. Okay, so now we know the meaning of this pattern in brief. Okay, so now we can see the detailed method, detailed definitions of this pattern. That is the assembly probe comprising the first member and the second member. Okay, we click this reference numeral. Okay, come out this drawing 102, 102, 102. But this drawing is not very clear because it's only demonstrated 102 here is not clear. So we can continue to read the next drawing. Okay, 102. Okay, now we check 1. Okay, now we see 102 here and 102 here. Okay, so we can see this is a 102, the first member and the second member. 102, 102. The one maybe here, and the other one maybe here. Okay, the end coupling phase of the assembly is provided by the first member. So it means the first member end coupling phase, the first member 102. Okay, so So you can see 102 is here. The method first comprising placing the electronic component on the substrate with the first member. So the first member is place the electronic component on the substrate. Okay, so we can see this is to place 102 this member. Okay, to put the electronic component. Okay, and then placing the second member in contact with the electronic component. Second member 102 here in contact with the electronic component. So now we understand this pattern is about to use the two member, the two member, first member and the second member, to contact with the electronic component. Okay, and then moving the first member relative to the second member, and the second member relative to the first member to decouple the electronic component. So the first member and the second member here will move relatively to decouple the electronic component. Okay, so now we finally understand. Okay, this is about the two member here of the probe to decouple the electronic component. Okay, so now we can understand this pattern very clearly and very precisely and very comfortable. Okay, thank you very much.